So, next morning, didn't sleep particularly well. It's noisy here, and it just wasn't that comfortable. Stiff and sore after yesterday. But I was up early, all packed away. It's about 10 to 8. Today's walking should take about 8 hours. Perhaps a bit more as I'm tired, we'll see. Let's hit the road. The weather's strange. Today it's quite warm and humid, damp. Just a very light drizzle falling, although that seems to have stopped. Not my favourite weather for walking, but obviously could be worse. It just looks a bit brighter over that way. The cows are laying down. I know they say that the cows lie down when it's going to rain. I'd love to know if that's fact or not. When you're crossing a large field and there's no obvious path to follow across the field, it is extremely helpful when there's a way marker in the middle of the field, like this one. Thank you to the people who've waymarked the Offa's Dyke path. It's been very well marked all the way from Prestatyn. They've done a great job. The sky seems to be lightening a bit, so I'm hoping the weather's going to improve. Some of the villages that the Offa's Dyke Way path goes through have churches that are open and tea and coffee making facilities and even a toilet, and this is one such, and I'm very grateful for it. I've stopped earlier for lunch, but just had to sit on the grass, so to sit down in comfort and drink a cup of tea is going to be very welcome. Now this is St Michael's Church in the village of Llanfihangel Ystern Llywern, and that is my best attempt at a pronunciation. I'm sorry if I've mangled that, but that's as good as I can do. just go in and show you the inside of the church. I've got a cup of tea brewing. That ceiling looks very old. Ooh, so does this, and look at those beams. And I shall, of course, be making a donation to the church before I leave. I've christened the Offa's Dyke path the Trail of 1,000 Gates, and it really does seem as if I've been through 1,000 of them. Sometimes you'll get a short footbridge, and that's got a gate at each end, so that's 2 in just 5 metres. But this one's typical. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of livestock on the Offa's Dyke, and the gates are needed to keep the animals where they're supposed to be. Always got to make sure it's closed properly behind you. The Trail of 1,000 Gates. Well, if you include the stiles, I wouldn't think it was far off. 180 miles, that's only 6 per mile. I'm not going to count them, but maybe somebody will. Most of the sheep are very sensibly staying under the trees where it's cooler. I feel bad sometimes when I disturb them just by walking past them. They get up and have to go back out into the sun, but they soon go back into the shade as soon as I've passed. Well, this next section has an advisory that it can be exceptionally muddy, and they ask you to use the road, but it's been so dry recently. Now the start of it looks okay. I don't like mud at all, but I'm going to risk it. No sign of any mud yet on that section. Whoa, this is a rare thing on the Offa's Dyke. Good grief, somewhere to sit. I was remarking to someone yesterday that it's one of the things that the path lacks compared to some paths is anywhere. Some days you could walk 20 miles and not see anywhere where you could sit down. Oh man, that is nice. I wasn't planning a break, but it would be rude not to take advantage as it's here, so I'll have a little sit down and a drink. I think this is the last climb of the day. There's a sharp decline down into Monmouth according to the elevation profile, but a steep climb before that through, I think it's all white woods, I think. So I think that's coming up. I think my legs might just about have one climb left in them, but that's it. Tired. On the descent into Monmouth through some very nice woods. Just realised I haven't seen another southbound Offa's Dyke walker in the 2 days I've been on the trail. Seen a few northbound though. Getting a bit tight for time now from my bus from Monmouth to Chepstow to catch a train. I can get a later one, but if I get a wriggle on, as they say, I might just catch an earlier one. I'm in Monmouth, just coming towards the town centre. And this bridge with the building on it, I am considering that my finish line. That's the Offa's Dyke path finally done. It took me over 3 years and 7 or 8 sections probably, separate attempts, but it's done. I shall now reward myself either with full fat Coke or ice cream. I haven't quite decided yet. Thanks for watching. I'll do a likes and dislikes on the whole Offa's Dyke path. I'll do that from home in a couple of days. But for now, thanks for watching. I was going to wait until I got home to do my likes and dislikes about the Offa's Dyke path, but I've got a long wait for a connection on the rail journey home, so I'm going to do it now while it's still fresh in my mind. Let's do the dislikes first. There is an insufficient number of places to eat, places to stay, campsites. I don't remember seeing any honesty boxes anywhere. The Trailblazer guidebook that I use, I believe it's out of print, which is a shame because at their best, Trailblazers are very, very good. The copy I've got is almost useless. 60% at least, I would say, of the pubs, restaurants and campsites and B&Bs have closed. But there are some new ones. So you need an up-to-date list. Whether that's available on the internet, it may well be, but it'd be worth having a look before you travel. There are places to stay, there are places to eat, and I think a couple of places have just recently reopened, which is good. So you won't starve, but you could do with more. The route itself, well, I do call it the Trail of 1,000 Gates. There are an awful lot of gates on it, but they're there for a reason, to keep the livestock in. It's not a big deal. Some sections don't have any water available. The Clwydian Hills in the north and the Hatterrell Ridge south of Hay-on-Wye. You need to carry lots of water on those sections. I think my biggest dislike is that it's barely used. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a fabulous trail. It's well waymarked. I've just done 2 days walking, 35 miles. I saw some people going north, but nobody else appeared to be going southbound. And in the whole route, I had some days when I didn't see another walker. It seems a great shame that it's so underused. I don't know who's responsible for it, but they could publicise it a bit better. And if it was busier, then there would be more places would open up to cater for the walkers. It's a bit of a vicious spiral, really. Not enough people walking it, so the facilities that are there close down. I think that's about it, really. Overall, what do I think of it? Well, overall, I really enjoyed it. It's a great route. It follows an historical monument, I suppose you would say, the same way that Hadrian's Wall does. So I think it's an important route, and it's good to keep it open, good to keep people walking it. I'm very glad I've done it. Would I do it again? Almost certainly not. But only for the reason that there are so many other trails that I want to walk that I'd probably never get around to doing it again. If I did, I'd go south to north, just to be different. But I don't intend to ever walk it again. I'm glad I've done it. It was a good experience. And I'll tick that box and move on to something else. You'll find lots of videos from other people who've walked the whole route. Loads of them. I didn't have an action camera, and I wasn't doing YouTube videos when I did the rest of the route, so there's nothing about it from me, only this one video, but there's plenty of videos available. I recommend it, whether you do it start to finish as a through hike, or like me, as a section hike. I do recommend it. It's a great route. Thanks for watching this video, and happy walking.